Sit back and relax and get ready for another exclusive episode of the Online Marketing Secrets Podcast with Lopez.
This episode is sponsored by FindFlightsAndHotels.com. Looking for the perfect summer vacation destination for you and your family? FindFlightsAndHotels.com has got you covered. From tropical beaches to cultural adventures, our brand new travel website is your one-stop shop for booking the unforgettable family vacation you've been dreaming of. Discover amazing deals, top-rated accommodations, and unbeatable flight options all in one place. Say goodbye to stress and hello to endless fun in the sun. Don't miss out on creating cherished memories with your loved ones this summer. Visit FindFlightsAndHotels.com now and start planning the getaway of a lifetime.
Here we go. How to get more traffic to your websites. In other words, how do I get more views to my website? How do you get more people to see what you have to offer? This is a good question. And I always say, everyone online is challenged with the same problem. Whether you have a YouTube channel, a Facebook channel, an Instagram account, an X account, whatever you have, website, etc. Everyone faces the same challenge. How do I get more people to see what I got? Some people do this well, while I would say the majority of people struggle with this. Because what usually happens is, based on my experience, it's best to have targeted traffic to your website, to your blog, to your YouTube channel, to your Instagram account, to your X account, Twitter. It's better to know these people and to know what they want, what they're looking for, and it's best to know what they're going through and to understand these people. So that's what we're going to talk about. And I saved the best for last, because this is the last podcast episode for this year. And this is a very good topic, because this is the same challenge that most people have online. But here's the good news. There's more than one way to get traffic. There's more than one place to get traffic. That's the good news. The bad news is there's a lot of people. There's a lot of websites. There's a lot of YouTube channels. There's a lot of videos. There's a lot of Instagram accounts. There's a lot of people online. There's a lot of noise. You know, that can be bad news or good news, depending on how you see it. I see it as good news, because if there's a lot of people in a certain space, that means there's opportunity there. Now, if the opposite is true, if there's a little bit of people there, there might not be a lot of opportunities there. So you have to look at it like that. You know, just because there ain't nobody, just because there's a lot of people there, some people will say, man, it's oversaturated. Yeah, However, that doesn't mean you can't win, though. You can still win. Might take longer, but you can still win. Takes time. Maybe you have to collaborate with some people, do deals with some people. But anything's possible. I've learned that just don't quit. Yeah, you're going to have to make some adjustments along the way. It's not a straight and narrow path based on my experience. It's not a straight path. It's not, it's you got to adapt. You got to make changes. You got to rethink your strategy. You got to, do deals. You got, there's a lot of things you probably gonna have to do that you probably don't want to do along the way, and there's some things that you probably thought you wouldn't have to do along the way as well. And that's just life, though. That's just what it is. But if you don't quit, you will win. That's almost guaranteed. The only way you won't win is if something happens outside of your control, where it's like you can't really do anything about it. And they change the rules, because when it comes to social media, or any of these websites, Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., they do change the rules every so often, probably every 12 to 18 months. They do change the rules. So that happens, but that's out of your control. We don't have any, we can't control what the websites do when it comes to the rules and the standards and everything. At best, all we can do is just control what we can control. And that's what we have. Our website, our strategies, and what we can do to try to get more views. Like back in the day, it used to be, if you wanted traffic, everybody would be all in the same place, same location, for the most part. Everybody be in the same location. This is before Google and Amazon and Instagram, and Facebook was new. This is during the MySpace days. Everybody be in the same, all in the same location, or they'd be doing deals with the same person or the same 2 or 3 people. The same, because the same 2 or 3 people had all the traffic, or MySpace had a lot of traffic as well. So that's where everybody would be, basically. Everybody that really wanted to do something would be in the same location. Today, no. Today, you could be in a location that somebody never even heard before. You might be overseas. You might be like on a website that I've never even heard of. It doesn't necessarily have to be Google or Facebook or YouTube or X. Doesn't have to be, but it can be, and that's okay too. So that the possibilities are endless today. That's the good news. But there's a lot of people today. There's a lot of people. So see, what I've done over the years is I always focus on how do I get more traffic to my website. That's what my focus, that became my thing, like my mission online, how to get more traffic. Because I realized that back then, that was my biggest problem. I couldn't generate more traffic. I couldn't do it. No matter what I tried, it didn't work. And the worst part about it, I couldn't find anybody to help me. I couldn't find anybody to help me. So what I used to do is I had to go offline. I had to get magazine ads. I had to pay for magazine ads and articles offline. So what would happen is I would place magazine ads and newspaper ads offline, and I would point the people that would respond to my ad offline to my website online. That's how I would do it back in the day. But today, I can do both. I can do ads online and offline and point people to my website. That's the good news, you know. I can have multiple websites, getting traffic to all of them. That's the good news today. You couldn't do that 20 years ago. You know, I can compete with the big websites today. I can compete with Expedia.com. You know, I can compete with the these big tech brands or these websites that develop software. I can get as much traffic to my website as they're getting today. Like, for example, with let's say the past 6 months. Probably 5 months. Past 5 months, I got over 150,000 views to my website. And this is just organic content. I didn't pay for no ads. I didn't tell people to go to my website at all. This is just, I'm doing content, I'm generating content, and people are finding my website through the search engines, through Google, Yahoo, Bing, and even foreign websites. Some of them I don't even know the name. I can't even pronounce the name. You know, even Chinese websites is picking up my website. You know, German websites is picking up my website. And this is just my personal website, LopezLassane.com. You can go check it out in the link below. This is my personal website. This is not my football website. This is not my dating website. This is not my social media website. No, this is just my personal website. And I don't do anything with it, really. You know, it's just basically just for show, my personal website. You know, I could be doing more with it, but I don't, because I'm doing more with my other websites, you know. So could you imagine if I was to run ads to my personal website? Imagine how much more traffic I would be getting for the next 6 months. If I consistently ran ads to my personal website with a specific offer, how much more traffic would be getting to my website? I would probably be able to double or quadruple the amount of visitors if I was to do it, if I really had something to offer. You know, because like I said, there's more than one way to do this. What I focus on is on SEO and Google Ads. That's been my focus for the past 15 years. And of course, things change. Things change all the time. But I'm not breaking no rules. I'm not doing no black hat SEO tactics. Everything I'm doing is within the rules. You know, I'm not, you know, that's how I do it. But I chose to focus on Google Ads and SEO. That's what I chose to focus on. Now, some people might focus on Instagram. And that's okay. I know some people specialize in Instagram, just like some people specialize in Twitter, X. Just like some people specialize in YouTube, right? It's just some people specialize in Pinterest or Reddit or whatever it is. I chose to focus on YouTube, SEO strategy, and Google Ads. That's it. And those three things generate me traffic on and on and on and on. And it's never stopped. It's never stopped. Regardless of the website I have, I focus on those three things: Google Ads, SEO, and YouTube. That's where all my traffic comes from. I don't try to do everything. I'm not good at doing everything. I'm only good at doing really three things. Well, 2 to 3 things. I can write and I can speak. And I listen well. That's it. I don't try to be a tech programmer. I don't try to be a programmer. Can I do some programming? Yes. I can write a little bit. But I don't try to be a master programmer. I don't try to be a master video editor. I don't, I focus on my strengths. And the stuff that I'm not that good at, I get help. I pay somebody to do it. But I found that if you can get good at getting more traffic to whatever you have to offer, you will be able to dominate. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but you will be able over time to have some massive impact at whatever you're trying to sell. And see, I made this decision 15 years ago, by the way. I didn't make this decision 5 years ago. This is something I made a decision 15 years ago. I said, hey, I want to focus on getting more traffic to whatever I have. Because see, at the time, I started a YouTube channel and I couldn't get no more views of my videos at the time. I'm like, how the hell am I gonna get more views? You have to imagine, YouTube 15 years ago is not what it is today. I mean, some people say back then was easier. In some ways it was. Some ways it was easier because there wasn't a lot of people online, and they would promote your videos more. But once the corporate companies came online, that's when it became corporate. It's about corporate companies and athletes and entertainment. And all of that's corporate. Music, the music business is corporate. The NFL is corporate. All that's corporate, really. But when they came online, that's when things changed. It became more like, let's promote the people that's attached to corporate, and everybody else kind of forget about them. That's how it is now. But that doesn't mean you can't win. You might not be able to get the amount of views that the athletes and entertainers get, but you can still win. You can still win. You don't have to have 1 million views or 500,000 views or even 100,000 views to win. You can have 5,000 views on your channel and do pretty well. you can do pretty well if you know what to do with the people, the traffic, the views. You just have to know what to do when the people show up. That's all. See, a lot of time it's not what you have, it's what you do with what you have. I'm gonna say that one more time. A lot of time it's not what you have, it's what you do with what you have. So that's what I've learned by being online for all these years. And I've been online for 20 years now. You know. So hey, this is my last episode. And I strategically wanted to do this last episode for this year by myself. I didn't want no guesses. I didn't want no invites. Even though I got some, but I turned them all down. I wanted to do this last episode for this year. So hey, if you need help with getting more traffic to your website, let me know. Go to my website and click on the contact tab. And my website is going to be below this episode. It's my personal website. It's lopezlassane.com. Go there, click on the contact tab, and send me an email. Tell me what you got. And I'll be able to tell you if I can help you or not. So share this episode. Until next time, Happy New Year. See you in the next episode.